Hey, 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 hey! Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hello. This is very different for Hooked, but I'm just irresponsible with my time, so we gonna make something out of it, right? Hello, welcome to Hooked. If you're new here, my name is Leanne, and Hooked is basically where we talk about some true crime stories and do some crochet projects together. And on today's little live stream, I guess, we are going to be doing some granny squares because we love granny squares. So honestly, I'm just adding black borders to these. They're all done. So yeah, that's all we are doing on this episode. And we also will be talking about, I don't even want to call him a man, just a piece of scum named John R. Hicks. So before we get into the story, let me just tell y'all about the beginning of my week. Okay. So Monday, I have to drive to Grove City because Ohio State Board for Cosmetology, that's where that is. Well, on my way there, my car starts to act a little funny and it starts to overheat. And so it is at the point where it's like ding, 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 ding. And I'm getting off of the freeway and I'm like, oh my gosh, like literally State Board is right there. If I can just make it there, I'll be good. Like everything will work out for me, right? So I do that. I get there and as soon as I park, guys, like, not even joking, as soon as I park, I hear this little pop, and then my gauge, the hot and cold gauge, goes all the way down to code and then jumps up to the middle. So I'm like, "Okay, well, maybe it just fixed itself," right? No. So, as I'm walking in, I had noticed that my car is starting to smoke. So I'm like, "Oh, no." Mind y'all, I am going to state board to take a test. Like, so I'm trying to get my mind right, like, try not to focus on the car situation right now. Let's just get in here and pass this test. Well, I did pass the test, and you are looking at a licensed and cosmetology instructor. So if I wanted to, if need be, I can go and work at a cosmetology school as a teacher. You love that. So I get to the car after the test. I get my good news, blase blase, get my license or whatever. And I make it maybe 3 miles on the freeway and my car starts acting up. So I'm like, "Okay, let me get off, sit there for a second, because mind you, I have to get to work. I still have to go to Great Clips. So I sit and I'm good, right? And I get back on the freeway and I'm like, at this point, if anyone knows Columbus, I'm like at Fifth Avenue on 670. As soon as I pass Fifth Avenue, like as soon as I don't even pass the whole exit, I'm like right there under the bridge, like right before the bridge. My car overheats. So I'm sitting on the side of the fucking freeway on the fast side, like on the fast lane, on that shoulder lane, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, "No, I have to get my car from over here. Like, there's no way that I can sit here. I'm gonna lose my mind. I don't know what to do with myself." So I end up being able to get it over. I end up being able to get it maybe a couple, maybe like 5 miles away from my house, if that. Not even, like, not even that. I was literally 5 6, 7 minutes away from my house at the time. So, I ended up having to get my car towed. I make it to work, and the guy that was recommended to me was saying that he wouldn't be able to come tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and I'm like, I really wanna try and get my car fixed today while I'm at work because that would be more convenient because I have plans on Tuesday and on well, I was gonna be home on Tuesday, I just had to do hair at home, but I had plans on Wednesday to take my godson and my daughter out because his birthday was on Sunday. So, it's so annoying. I find someone through Facebook to fix my car, and he says that I have to buy my parts, which is normal. Like I always had to buy my parts, and he said that there was a um like driving fee or whatever, which is normal. Everybody has one of those, right? Well, I give him the fee and the money for the parts, like Apple paid. This guy blocks me on Facebook. And then he has me contacting his manager, and I'm like, I need my money back. Like, if anything, if y'all already got the parts, you can just give me the parts. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm out $150. Like, what are you doing? I don't even want you to work on my car at this point. I just want the parts, like, and my money. So he's like, I can give you a refund, but you have to send me $20 for me to give you a refund. Excuse me, what? I'm not doing that. Are you crazy? So Monday, lost $150, car broke down, blase, blase, but I still got my freaking license. So I was still trying to, have a good whatever. So Tuesday comes around, Tuesday morning, the guy that initially was sorry, y'all. The guy that was initially gonna fix my car, the guy that I was recommended to me by one of my coworkers, he comes and he looks at the car and, he says that he can't fix it until tomorrow, which is freaking Wednesday. He comes around 1:30ish. Yeah, I didn't get my car until, like, 8 o'clock. Now, it is good, it's running, it's not loud, it's perfectly fine. I have a Chevy Cruze, so if anyone knows, Chevy Cruzes do have a problem with overheating, which is something that I didn't know when I first got the car. I knew they had, like, some kinda issue, but I didn't know it was like a all of them had, like, an overheating kinda issue. Like, that was not something I was expecting because last year, literally last year, I had to get a whole new thermostat housing. And then this time I had to get a one of the hoses replaced. I had to get a new, what is it? Coolant tank, like the thing that you put the coolant in, and I had to get a freaking water pump. Now there was the money. There was the money. So this is why I'm actually doing the live because I literally had no time to record and then go through and edit. So bow y'all. There's my life. Whatever. Love me for me or whatever. I don't care. Anyways. We're gonna get into this episode and this scum of a man. This man was born July 31st, I'm sorry, jeez Louise, 1956 in Cincinnati, Ohio, and he died November 2005 by lethal injection at the age of 49. So, let's get into why what the crime was, why he ended up getting what he got, and whatever. So, on August 2nd, 1985, around 4 PM, John bought some cocaine, but he felt that he just needed to be a bit higher, and I I don't get this. He didn't have the money to get a little higher, like, and that's one thing, like, you do what you do, whatever floats your boat. But you don't got the if it's, like, ruining your life and you don't got the money for it and you just out here wreaking havoc on people, you need to think about life for a second, right? Yeah. So, unfortunately, he didn't have the money to do that, to get any more cocaine, so instead of being a responsible human being, this fool goes home and takes his VCR and pawns it. Well, John didn't live by himself. This was a family VCR, of course, and he gets, like, $50 for it. And, of course, he goes and buys more cocaine, and he knows that he didn't or wouldn't have the money to like, get his VCR back, which is really weird to me. Why'd you even pawn it in the first place? But anyways, he realizes he doesn't have the money to get the VCR back, and so he knows that his wife, girlfriend, whatever have you, would be very upset that the VCR was gone. 'Cause I know for a fact he wasn't gonna tell her the truth, why it was gone and what he did, right? So, he decided, because she would be angry, to murder her, because that makes fucking sense. Because people's people blows me sometimes, you know? So, John calls Maxine Armstrong and tells her that he will be home around 11 PM, and that's what he does. He goes home, like he said, around 11, and he puts his stepdaughter to sleep, 5-year-old stepdaughter to sleep. He then approaches Maxine from behind and strangles her, sorry, with his own 2 hands. Like the f that you can, like, look some like, the fact that you can do that, like, you know how long it take to strangle somebody? But, also, to make sure that she was dead, he goes back through around her neck with a clothesline. He then searches her bedroom and stole $300 and some credit cards, and he stole a gun and, the the bullets, some bullets for a gun or whatever. What does he go and do with that money? He goes and smokes more cocaine because it's already having a great effect on his life right now. So, as he's smoking his little cocaine, he realizes that his daughter would be able or stepdaughter would be able to place him at the scene of the crime to be a potential witness. Mind you, this girl is 5 years old. So, he goes back to the scene of the crime and he smothers that 5-year-old baby with a pillow. Mhm, mhm. Well, little strong-willed Liv, little mama, she didn't die, that did not kill her. He then goes and strangles her with his own 2 hands, puts duct tape on her mouth and nose, and he does end up killing her. He then goes to attempt to dismember Maxine's body in the bathtub, but then gave up after not even being able to get a leg off. So, yeah, he left the bathroom, and you'd think he'd leave, right? You think he'd be done? You think he'd this would be over, right? Like, that's what I thought, I thought he'd just fucking leave, right? Oh, no. He returns to sweet 5-year-old Brandy, and he removes her panties and penetrates her with his fingers. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that shit I don't understand. I don't get it. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, this man was arrested 2 days later in Knoxville, Tennessee on August 4th, 1985. John was convicted of aggravated murder of Maxine Armstrong while committing robbery and also was charged in the murder of 5-year-old Brandy. John was sentenced to death on March 3rd, 1986 for the aggravated murder of Brandy Green, and he was killed by lethal injection on November 29th, 2005 at 10:20 AM at the Southern Correctional Facility in Lucasville, Ohio. So, that that was the the case of John R. Hicks. Um, yeah, fuck him. Yeah, yeah, he's exactly where he needs to be. And, people don't play about kids in prison, so I hope he got everything that he deserved while he was there before they ended up taking his life because how can you do that to a kid? That's not your kid, like, even if that was your kid, like, who the fuck do you think you are? Why do people think shit like that is okay? It should be blowing me, bro, like, I don't understand it, I really don't. I don't get it, but, yeah, guys, that was the case of we're not even gonna say his name for him. That was the case of 5-year-old Brandy Green. Yes, oh, baby. You enjoyed our first ever live episode. I don't know if I'll be doing more of these, y'all. Like I said, I just had a rough week. Also, I gotta do this. This is the like manager stuff for my job. You'll see on that. I gotta write it. So yeah, if you Olivia, go upstairs, please. Okay, I said hold on. That is what I was scared of. We made it almost a whole 15 minutes without me being interrupted. That's why I don't do lives. Okay, guys, that right there. Mommy. But if you enjoyed today's episode, please, 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 please like and subscribe. Like I said, I don't really know how much more of these I would do as far as like doing like live episodes. I go live a couple times here and there, but nothing that I'm like doing a case. Brain. It's not working. So yeah, love y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at HookW True Crime. And I will see y'all not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that. Love y'all. Bye.